We are in a fight for the most important thing, freedom. Freedom. And we are in the fight, and I can tell you, the three of us and other members of Congress, we are in the fight with you to continue to fight for freedom, because that is the most important thing any of us have in our soul, is the right to be free. The fact that many of you, so many people are here today, is proof that one day soon, we will see freedom and democracy in Iran, your original home. We will see it. For years, Iranian dissidents were stuck in Camp Ashraf. And then they were told they had to leave Camp Ashraf for their own safety, and they were sent to Camp Liberty. And when I was in Iraq, myself and other members, Dana Rohrabacher from California, we wanted to go see Camp Ashraf. We wanted to see what it was like, because we were hearing all kinds of things. And we knew there was something wrong with the government of Iraq when Maliki said, "You're not going to a Camp Ashraf." In fact, he tried to kick us out of the country when we wanted to go and see what was taking place for ourselves. The MEK was at the control of really Iran when they were in those two camps. And during that time, no one ever thought that the MEK would be delisted as a terrorist organization. We had to fight the State Department. We had to fight the mullahs in Iran. But I'm here to tell you today that was successful, and we were able to get the delisting of the MEK. Thank you. Thank you. There were, in the camps, countless attacks in Camp Ashraf and Camp Liberty. Rockets came in. Your friends and your family were murdered. And to this day, not one person has been held accountable for those crimes. Well, the day's coming when the murderers of the people in Camp Liberty and Camp Ashraf, when they committed those crimes, there's a day of reckoning. And someday they will be tried in a criminal court of justice for the crimes they committed against you. Your friends and family have not died in vain throughout the world, whether it's in Iran or other places, because the Iraqi criminals someday will go to jail. 30 years ago, many of you over here, you millennials as I call you, you weren't even born. But the government, Khomeini, murdered 30,000 people that year because they were political dissidents. They wanted a regime change. 30,000. And here we are almost 30 years later. It's time to have a day of reckoning for those people that were murdered. And it is the responsibility of you young people over here to avenge the murder of those people, your families, 30 years ago. So I say to you, you daughters of democracy, you sons of liberty, do not give up, do not despair, because on the horizon, the sun is rising for a new Iran. And as the sun rises, it gets brighter and brighter, because hope is brighter for that feeling and thought and belief of freedom. Freedom in Iran. And so I encourage you young people and the young people of Iran, because it's always been the young people who have led the fight for freedom throughout history, and that is your responsibility. And to those young people in Iran, remember that. Take to the streets and make sure that the Ayatollah knows that you want a free and independent country and free elections.